Hello everyone, thank you for watching another Beatles finds video. This is Beatles stuff that I just got fairly recently, and a lot of it is going to be sealed. So you want to stay tuned for that, for those of you who enjoy sealed and kind of immaculate albums. And we're going to start with a Record Store Day release. I just picked this up. It's the Paul McCartney half-speed master of the first album, McCartney. I guess you could say the 50th anniversary. And, I really wasn't going to get this because, quite frankly, I've got enough copies of the McCartney album. And if I want to play the vinyl, I have some good pressings to play. I don't really need another one. But, I get caught up like everybody else in the hoopla about Record Store Day and let's get the newest version. And I'm going to tell you, the reason that I really like this, and I'm so glad. You ready for this? You want to laugh, but it's true. Is this Obi strip, if you call it an Obi. Tells you about the half-speed mastering version. And the reason I like this red strip is because it actually sets it apart from everything else that's been out. If this had been just the regular album without the strip, I might not have gotten it, to tell you the truth. I don't know how many times I'm going to play this particular record. I would even be content to leave it sealed, although I did open it because I'm going to show you the contents. But it is a gatefold, and I'm not going to take the shrink off to show you the gatefold because a lot of people have done that already in their videos, and I'll save you all the mystery. If you know the McCartney album, the original 1970 version, it's the same exact gatefold. So there was nothing new or different to see in that. So, as I say, it's mostly that I'm collecting this just as a piece to fill in a collection, really. Not really any other reason. But I probably will give it a spin at least once to hear what the great sound is with the half-speed mastering. Now, it comes in this inner sleeve, which is kind of a sturdy cardboard paper sleeve. It's paper, not, it's not really hard cardboard, but the thing is, this is actually pretty durable. And the record itself is on the Apple label. And there you have it. It's the classic McCartney lettering for the studio album. It's a nice looking disc. I'll have to give it a spin just to see if it sounds really that good. But as far as regular playing of this album, I'm happy with the original copy and some others that I have, including the Archives edition. All right, so that takes care of it. Oh, before I forget, I took this out too. This is just a little notation that comes with it that just tells you how it was made and how the half-speed mastering is done and all that kind of stuff. All right, so it's supposed to be of the highest quality. Some people were saying they thought that this is a digital copy, not with the original analog tapes. I've heard both. I've heard it comes from the original tapes. That's what it is saying anyway. So, all right, that's it for that. Next up, I just found this. It's almost like we say, I was just at my record store, and when they say, like, as we go in the press, breaking news, hot off the presses, just as we were going to press, just before I made this video, I found this, and I really love this, okay? It's an 8-track tape of the Ringo the Fourth album from 1977, and as you can see, it is still sealed on Atlantic. It's a little bit of a scratch there. I wonder if that indicates that it's a cutout bin. I don't know, but so cool to have this. You don't see sealed solo Ringo very often, And I told you there's going to be a lot of sealed stuff here, right? So let's go for the ride, okay? Here's Living in the Material World, 1973 album by George Harrison. Still sealed, original shrink. And you can see it has the remnants of a Jimmy's Music World sticker on there. This is not perfect because closer inspection will show you that, well, for example, in this corner here, sad to say, that's what happens when it splits a little bit. But what are you going to do? You can see the breathe holes, as they call it, that it's the real deal. All right. So that's that one. Sticking with George Harrison for a moment, we have this here, which is a sealed copy of the 1989, or was it 1990? I think the 89 album, George Harrison, Best of Dark Horse compilation. I'm so sorry. Everybody always says when they show things like this, sorry for the glare. You know, there's nothing I could do. But there you have it. Best of Dark Horse. And you'll notice that up here, there's nothing in the box. And there's a little notation here that it said manufactured under license to Columbia. What does it say here exactly? Manufactured by Columbia House under license. Okay, so very small print there, and that's what it says. Can't really read it. I hope you hear my upstairs neighbors squeaking the floorboards. They were quiet until I started talking. Okay, next up we have what looks like a record album. These are all sealed, by the way, right? It's not a record album, it's a Laserdisc movie. The movie version of A Hard Day's Night on MPI video. And, you know, still in the shrink, still sealed. Never opened, MPI label there. And really nice collector's piece. I love this artwork, as you can see over there. That's a stand-up that I have here advertising the VHS tape from 1982, I think that was. All right. Now, I have 3 sealed items left. These items are, for those of you who watch my channel long enough, you'll know. These are albums, these 3 copies I've had in my collection. I bought it. I've shown them in past videos. I don't know which video number of the Beatles finds it was, but I've shown these 3 already before, and then I ultimately wound up selling them. I sold them back, and now they were saved for me, and I'm buying them back. Yeah, I know. Look, some of you will know. I fell on a time where I needed some quick cash, and I was able to get a little bit of quick cash, knowing that when things were better, which they've been for some time now. I've just been putting it off. I'm going to reacquire these, and there is first one, Meet the Beatles in the Shrink stereo. Of course, it's a later press. I don't know whether it's the Apple label, whether it's the Orange Capital. I really don't know exactly when it is. I'm thinking it's probably the Orange Capital period, like around 75, I'm guessing. Okay, and of course, next up, following right after Meet the Beatles from Capitol, was the Beatles' second album, also pristine, in the Shrink, and it's got the Gold Record Award, so it's probably the same vintage. You know, we're not talking about the 60s here, we're not, certainly. But these are so beautiful. How often do you see pieces like this? That's why I bought them originally, and it's why, even though I had to temporarily get rid of them, I wanted them back someday, and here they are, where they belong. All right, and finally, Hard Day's Night, same deal, sealed. You could tell it's a 70s press for sure, mostly because of this. Instead of being bright red, it's like a darker, almost brownish kind of red. You know, it's a weird color. And don't know exactly what style United Artists label this is. It's all kinds of different colors, you know, and styles. And that kicks it in the head for this particular edition of New Beatles Finds by me. So, everybody, thank you. And continue watching, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm looking to get 10,000 subscribers. The reason I say that is because I want to have a contest. And in order to have a contest, I got to get up to 10,000. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for those who are subscribing now and who've been subscribed. Thanks, everyone.